doom. There goes pop bottles around. Welcome to the show. We got a funny story to tell you next. No, it's not gonna be that person, trust me. It's how just remember it's how I tell the story. It's not gonna be like, oh well. Trust me. I just watch. We'll be right back. And here we are. Week number 3. I got a new stand tonight. It's not the long, performance stand. It's a tripod stand. One problem with that was I didn't realize the tripod was only like this big. So when I tried to talk his way, I had to bend down like that, like I was just doing. So I need to leverage, so I'm using a Kleenex box so I can have it right up to me.
Hey, if you ever need to blow, go ahead and grab a Kleenex.
I wish people could have heard that louder. If you ever need to blow, just grab a Kleenex. That solves all problems. And you're right. And watch. Here's how the story is going to relate. Has anybody out there remembered going out and getting drunk? And this goes in many different ways. I've been there many times too myself. And it always leads to in the bathroom in your underwear.
Whoa, mine was in the living room in my underwear.
Yeah. Josh was drinking one of those lemon drops one night over at my brother's old house. 30-something shots. And yeah, and keep in mind, people, I bought the biggest ass bottle of vodka you could have for that night. And Josh here goes drinking with us, and we end up drinking at my brother's house. We're having the lemon drop shot, and if you have had that shot before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, this muscle man here.
6 of those ones.
Oh yeah, you had 6 of those ones, but remember, we kept making those throughout the night.
Then we went to Uncle John's house, and then we upgraded to fucking plastic cups.
Yeah.
And then we filled up those cups.
And
30, it was 21 shots of those.
to be the true Pollock that we truly are, we didn't use actual sugar at that time. We actually used confectionate sugar, which sucked.
Yes.
So you have this whole shot of like gooey gooey sugar that sunk on the bottom of a shot of vodka. So you have the vodka there on top, and then you have the gooey ass confectionate sugar on the bottom, and that didn't turn out well. That's when we got the Johns, and that's when you Mr. Muscle Man here was in his underwear sitting on the chair, passed out.
Stood up randomly, pulled down pants, grabbed a crotch.
Hey, I've been there too. My 21st birthday was like that. When I went out, I didn't remember coming back. I don't remember what my name was again. I was just kind of like, damn. I got so shit faced I don't even remember what the hell my name was by the end of the night. And like you, in the bathroom, pants down, with your underwear on, puking in the toilet. So this is not just one man's story. This is every man's story. Or even I've seen it happen to girls too. And let me tell you, when they get drunk, they don't care.
I can tell.
And they get fucked up real fast, and it always leads to them going to the bathroom and puking.
Or crying.
And crying, yeah. Crying, actually crying and puking. That's a good answer. So, every time, that's led to that. But I haven't seen a man cry and puke at the same time
I don't know. I've never seen
while in his underwear in the bathroom. So it's happened to you. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people out there.
Has it happened to Scott?
I don't think I ever seen him in the lead of being in his underwear, but he's been at least in a shit face, puking. Not even in the toilet, it was in the trash can.
I remember that because he always goes to the trash can.
Yep.
when he drinks.
It was always in the trash can.
At my house, he went to the toilet.
Yeah, but I was there for that New Year's Eve. And I remember him puking on the carpet too.
My house?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I remember that.
I
So,
worked every New Year, so fuck you guys.
well, yeah, everybody's had their round. Everybody is bound to determined to having their round. Like I said, it's happened to all the guys out there, mostly that I know of. I think I've seen every one of my closest people stumble and bumble and man, from being absolutely drunk. Honest to God,
Did you say stumble?
stumbling and bumbling actually. So you're like staggering around and
Bubbling.
can't handle. Yeah, and bumbling. BUMBINGLY, something like that. What's not this? Yeah, it was a phrase.
Alright.
Staggering should have been the thing I should have said, but yeah, I really fucked that one up, didn't I?
Is bubbling a word?
Bumbling? I don't think so. That's why I was even trying to spell it. I'm like, this shit doesn't make any sense, huh?
Bumbling.
Or mumbling, yeah.
Or go rednecking with that. Rednecking. Wait, have you heard some of those deep rednecks accents?
Yep, I sure have.
Those things go ridiculous.
Yes, they do. You're right about that. So yeah, that's what the first topic of my night wants to be, is that everybody remembers going out there getting really drunk, and by the end of you being so fucked up, you're always in your underwear with your pants fucking down your damn ankles. In your underwear, either one of two things are happening. You're either puking in the fucking toilet or you're shitting in the toilet. Honest to God. Yeah, hopefully one's underwear is down before they take a shit while being fucked up. So, it's happened to everybody. I don't care. I can ask that question to anyone, and that will come out of everyone's book of secrets. I guarantee it. Everybody's been through that some way, somehow. Guarantee it. He has, I have, Scott has, a lot of people have. So, just wanted to bring that up as a topic tonight. Throughout the course of the night as well, I'm gonna have. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me retract that. I was to bring up a question for you guys. October is a month. Blank Awareness Month.
Breast awareness.
Breast awareness. Good job, Josh. And so I was to bring that up. So it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And what do you say, Josh? Save those boobs, right?
Damn right.
Because boobs are what? Great.
They're amazing. Fuck the Tony the Tiger slogan.
Tony the Tiger slogan, but just for boobs. They're great.
They're amazing.
That's what's good about this microphone. You can actually like half-ass words to make it sound like you're doing it really like great. Like that. So anyhow, other topics as well. Bringing up how others can save someone in desperate times. I got a story to tell. So, other than that, I'm gonna take my first break, and just remember, what Josh says. Just remember this: if you're gonna take a shit while you're drunk, make sure you pull down your underwear to your ankles. We'll be right back.
Just fool you behind the sir. Oh no 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 no, should never leave them alive. In my destination, all the fate has been sealed. Such huge destination, all the unread bodies sealed. Care for the one true power.
And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, Notre Dame beat USC tonight. How great is that, huh? And he's laughing. We always got laughter here. Always. Yeah, this was a week ago. And actually it was, yeah, you're right. Close enough to be. And, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I am here. Welcome back to, this is project number 3, episode number 3. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight with this. during the break, I had a lot of conversation with my cousins, having a conversation about music. It's been a long time since I played anything with any band, even including my own band, Memorial Ash. At least at this point. Me and my cousins, we come from a very musical background. My grandfather played accordion. Uncle Dennis played accordion. My Uncle Don is a drummer. I'm a drummer. My dad's a drummer. There's a lot of drummers in our family. And it's very amazing where our family comes from a musical perspective at this point. So I was talking to them, trying to get everything set all together. And in time, we're going to put something together as a family musical group. That's going to be the fun part. We actually sit there and actually become this musical group. Primarily, we played a lot of songs for you guys the last couple of shows at the end of the fucking program. And honestly, I'll say that in time, we are going to create an album for everybody that's going to be completely amazing when the time comes. Now, I'm going to put this in perspective for a second. I have not played anything musically with anybody in a long time. Yeah, well, I shouldn't say that. 2012 was the last time I played anything with anybody musically. At this point, we're going to try very hard to perform some stuff for you guys in the long run. Going into the studio. For me, it's a great thing. I haven't been in the studio in a long time performing music. It's so funny how we can come back and say that, I was saying in the first segment about how everybody was a drunk dumbass. Even me included. I'm even sitting here with a glass of wine. I don't give a damn. Live life what it's supposed to be. But other than that, I have my cousins, so we're about to play some music here in the long run. Have not done that in a long time. I'm going to have my total chance to come out there and be able to perform music again. I'm going to set up my drum set. A drum set that I have not performed since Memorial Ash. The same drum set. The one I bought probably 4 or 5 years ago. We have barking dogs. They're like wolves. Ruff, 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 ruff. What are you going to do? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio. I am here with you. As I'm saying, there's a lot of things I plan on doing in the long run with my own family. I have guitarist Corey Smith, Josh Wantuck on vocals. Darren, doesn't matter what your last name is, we already discovered that part. So we're not even going to go there. Yeah, I remember his last name. He spelled it out for me, and I could not remember how it was Yeah, it was a Van something. Right. It was a very crazy long ass Dutch name. Anyhow, I've not performed with a musical band in a long time. at this point, I wouldn't even mind performing with my cousins. We come from a very, very, very big musical background on both ends. I could even say on my own behalf that I come from a very big musical background on both sides of my family. I have my dad's side of the family. One of them is a very great keyboardist, my uncle John Laskowski. My dad played drums for many years. One of the biggest influences I'll say in my life that I started playing drums and became very good at it. Mom's side of the family, my grandfather played accordion. My uncle played accordion. Uncle Dennis. My grandfather Frank played accordion. I also have my uncle Don played drums. And through time it just evolved that just because of their influence and what they did helped me play drums for what I've done in my life. Not only on top of that, I played drum. I took drum lessons for 5-6 years. One of the best drum teachers in the entire region, Eddie Knight. Still kicking, still alive, still strong. Amazing man. Amazing man. And if it wasn't for him, I would never learn how to develop the skills that I have in this very time, as far as I'm concerned. With that being said, I know a lot of musicians out there. I know a lot of people in the arts department out there. All of you have done everything that you could have asked for to be a realistic, honest person. No matter if it's playing drums, no matter if it's dance, no matter if it's ballet, or what it might be. Through my time of life, I've met a lot of people that have done a lot of things. I've seen dancers perform to their fullest. I've seen musicians perform to their fullest. I've seen many artistic things in my life that helped me build who I am. Tonight's show is all about how do you build yourself to become what you are. What do you do in your life that makes you worthy of what's going on in the world? There's so many distractions, so many things that could just throw you apart. I choose to find the ones that have a lot of artistic ability. I'm not out here to play around with people. Even decide, well, what am I going to do with myself? What can I do to make a difference in the world? I'll say this in all fairness. I started playing drums at the age of 9 years old. Actually, I'll retract that statement and say I started playing drums at the age of 5. Did not take formal lessons until I was at the age of 9. And from 9 to about 15 years old, I learned a lot. I learned sheet music, hand-to-hand, coordination, rudiments, paradiddles, you name it. I learned it all at that point. Even in the advanced techniques, I've learned a lot about the subject of music. here I am now sitting here at the age of 30 at this very studio desk with a few other people that I know. And yeah, Memorial Ash is great. That's my diamond in the rough, if you want to put it that way. But other than that, I have met people like my cousin Corey, my cousin Josh, people on my mom's side of the family. And give or take, again, both sides of my family are very musical people. That's what intrigued me to become the best I can be when it comes to playing drums. At this point of life, I extend this to every single one of you. Don't let nobody tell you you cannot do something musically. Do not sit there and say, oh, well, you can't play guitar, or I can't play drums, or somebody else cannot sing. You cannot dance, you cannot do all of this, then what the hell is the point? What the hell is the point? On top of it, you be as strong as you can. Life is all about being what you want to become. What people remember you by. And if it's drums, guitar, dance, rap, whatever. Any kind of lyrics, any kind of poetry, whatever it comes down to it, you can say to yourself, okay, well, you know what? I am remembered by this. This is how people remember me by. And that's all that matters. If you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you're a psychiatrist, people remember you by what you are. People respect you by what you are. They're not going to second guess it in any sort of way. That's all you want out of life. You don't want nobody trying to control your actions, what you are. You want to go back to last week's conversation? I'll say this. With my aunt live on the radio, a lot of people will sit there and say, well, you shouldn't have said this, or you shouldn't have said that. Well, guess what? Maybe you should take a look at the big picture here. Maybe you should decide, oh, well, maybe it's not so bad to do this or that, to get away from your mind for a while. Maybe it's not such a bad thing after all. For some, you know what I'm talking about. For others, it may not be your thing. But as far as I'm concerned, hey, do what you have to do in your life to make things considerable for yourself. Make it considerable. Make it wonderful. Do not mess around with life. It's not what it's all about. You want to consider in life what makes you happy at all costs, honestly. And that's where I live at life at this point. I'm 30 years old. There's a lot of things I've done in my life I can say I'm proud of. And there's a lot of things in my life I can say I'm not proud of. But we're not going to go there tonight. As I know the versus standpoint, what makes me happy versus what not makes me happy. Or anybody else for that matter. So all I'll say at this point is, you want to do things in your life that makes you entirely happy. Perform your greatest arts if you can. If you're a guitarist, play guitar. If you're a drummer, play drums. If you're a dancer, dance. Do what you have to do. Nobody's going to stop you from doing it. In fact, I know a woman tonight spread it amongst the Facebook world. She was doing a dance. Actually, she is a dancer. Very, very, very talented person. Sarah Emma Gingley. went out there to State Theater tonight here in South Bend, Indiana, and performed a dance for domestic violence. Now imagine this for a second. And there's a lot of girls I've met throughout life that have been in that very scenario where they have been beaten up by a male. I'm not even going to call him a man, but beaten up by a male that has totally disrupted their lives in some way. Now, let me ask you this. True or false? Do you think that the lady, Sarah Emma Gingley, who is performing at the State Theater tonight for domestic violence, do you think that is right or do you think that is wrong? I think it's right. I'm not a woman. Nobody in this studio is a woman. Have we been beaten by a man? Absolutely not. Think about that. Do you... Right. True or false? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that most women, in this sense, somebody as strong as her, to come out and say, hey, look, I'm going to go out there tonight and I'm going to perform to my absolute fullest. And I'm doing it for domestic violence. I'm doing it for, like, intimate violence where I found a man who was beating the living shit out of me. Thank you. It's not right. It's not right. Yet this woman has gone out in front of a public forum, and I'm so sorry that I was not there tonight to see this. I am missing a lot of events for very, very obvious reasons. But if I could have been there and saw it for myself, I would say to you, hey, look, Sarah, awesome. Great fucking job. Great fucking job to make everybody out there in South Bend area and everybody around the fucking country to make sure they realize that domestic violence is not the fucking case. This is not what we're going to stand for as a human being. This girl had all the balls in the world to stand out on stage and dance for people tonight. And the sad thing is I couldn't even see it live as much as I really wanted it to. I really wanted to go out and see this happen. God bless you for doing what you're doing tonight. And here's one thing you guys will learn in life as life goes along. You will have a lot of people stick behind you, and you will have a lot of people just fucking cut you at the fucking throat. Thank you. Thank you. You'll have a lot of people just cut you at the throat, not even giving you a chance. Oh, well, Josh, you can't sing, or you can't play guitar, Corey. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
That remark on Corey is bullshit. Corey can play guitar.
Corey can play guitar. You really can. You, my friend, are improving yourself. That's all you can do as a musician is improve. You can't go any worse than where you started. Improve. Do you think that the chick that went out to the State Theater tonight just went out there and said, oh, well, I'm just going to, flap my ass around in front of a bunch of fucking men and women and just be like, well, I can't dance. I can't do this. You really think that's the case? True or false? It's not. No, trust me, it's not false. Especially standing up for a cause. Standing up for a cause. You cannot honestly say that this woman did not jump on a State Theater stage, one of the biggest stages in our South Bend area, and sit there and say, well, I'm just going on stage as a fuck around. No. Because I read all day long on the circuit of Facebook, this woman was ready to go. Ready to show the fucking world that, hey, look, I'm about to show you guys something you guys never seen before, and I'm ready to perform my fucking ass off for you guys. That's what it's all about. Same thing when I played drums at Memorial last year when we went on stage, no matter how many times we went on stage in front of people. I always made sure when we did, we kicked ass. You don't want to sell the fucking crowd short. That's not what you're there for. Exactly. You don't exactly. Even if you guys go further along, and I'm here to help you guys along that journey. But even with that being said, do not sell yourself short when you're on stage in front of people. Be yourselves, first off. You're a guitarist. You're learning from one of the best guitarists that I know. I played. Our entire segment last week was just. Our featured artist was Escherbach, ladies and gentlemen. Neil Carmichael. I say hi to you. From down under, I say hi to you. I say hi to Sean Norris, the drummer. I say hi to Minkus, the bassist of that group. We've seen you guys play many times live around the city. Shared many drinks with you guys, as far as that's concerned. At least I have. Based on where I'm coming from, when times were good. I really did enjoy seeing you guys live, performing your guys' music live. Yeah, I will be honest with everybody out there. I have never, ever, ever sold myself short to a crowd when I went to play live in front of a crowd. I have never sold you guys short one time. Regardless of what's with Mario Ash, regardless of with anybody else in this case, I will tell you honestly, I have never sold you guys short as far as I'm concerned. And I will never do that now. Especially with the fact of being with a group that's full of family. Everything is just tentative right now. The songs you heard at the last couple of shows at the very end of the show was tentative music. That is not even finalized music right now. But I can guarantee you this. When the time comes, and I sit down with you, and I sit down with you, and you guys are performing your parts, I will tell you this up front, that I will be ready to kick some ass. Yeah. Bend over and crack a fucking smile. I'm be ready to kick some ass. Bend over and crack a smile. We will be right back right after this.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Welcome back to the show here. Yeah. We have Cherry Halls here, which is also the cough medicine reliever here. Everybody's sucking on like their fucking crack or something. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play a song for you tonight. To my friends in Sweden, we have a monomarth, Deceiver of the Gods. Brand new monomarth. I'm a big fan of them. I can't believe you even have a CD live in the studio. No, from Sweden. I can guarantee you. What's that?
Hold on, let me go look.
I guarantee you they're from Sweden, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Norway, I guarantee you that. They're from Sweden. How much you want to bet they're from Sweden? I will bet the $6 in my pocket right now. Sadly enough that they are from Sweden. Okay, $7. Sorry, I'm hiccuping here. Ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea what Merlot will do to your ass throughout the time of the night. I don't care. This is one of the best shows. Also, I want to announce that we're also going to have a Halloween program here. And on that night, I expect to have some people. Bring me your best ghost stories. Bring me anything that is screwed up about Halloween or that time of the year and present it to me as much as you can. October 31st, we will have, again, a reminder, the Halloween program. You can call in, tell me your worst story, a ghost story that totally messes you up, any spiritual thing you think you have been through. Go ahead and give me a call. Let me know what you have been through. Ladies and gentlemen, for a double feature tonight, again, I'm going to pronounce to you Amon Amarth, Deceiver of the Gods, brand new album. Our producers here, Corey Smith and Josh Wantuck, have not really decided what song we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the song here. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Deceiver of the Gods song, number 1 on that CD. Very first song. What's that? The Case? Oh, don't do that to me.
That's where I messed up. Because they have it under their lyrics or
Oh, they're not from Norway.
No, they're from Sweden.
They're from Sweden, yes.
Their lyrics are whatchamacallit thing. Norse, which is from the area of Norway.
Yeah. Right, well.
Vikings in that are.
Right.
So that's why I mixed it up.
Sure. So, what song should we pick from a new album?
Let's see. I say Coming of the Tide.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Amon Amarth from the brand new album Coming of the Tide. We'll be right back right after this.
Racing 'cause he's hunting lands.
We're back. On a Marth. Ladies and gentlemen, very great band. One of the few metal bands I grew up with in my life was Amon Amarth. Great band. Welcome back to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great time to be alive. I've read a lot of stories on Facebook in the last month that has been absolutely great. People I know who are doing things for a great cause. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Everybody, I will tell you this. Please live your life the way it's meant to be lived for yourself. If it's meant to play drums, it's meant to play guitar, it's meant to dance, meant whatever it is, please keep it up in your life. We need the most uplifting stuff in our lives to keep us alive at this point. There's not a lot of things in this life that keep us alive anymore. Everybody seems to just be fading away. Everybody seems to be being depressed, and you know what? It's not worth that. I know a lot of people out there who have been very happy in their decisions that they have made in a long time, and I can just appreciate that as a person. Please keep it up. Please keep it up. You're helping me lift my spirits up. You're lifting people out there with their spirits up right now. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you a little story that I have been inspired by as this person went out there and had the nuts to do what they had to do. I'm only coming here for a few seconds. We're going to take another musical break here. But when I come back, I have one last story to tell everybody that just inspired the hell out of me over this last week. One, I'll say this. It's hard to go ghost hunting for something. Two, to show I was hearing at the moment was very inspiring at the point where it was just like, wow, I can't even believe what this is all about right now. At this break right now, we're going to leave with another subscribe song. When I come back, I'm going to tell you that story real fast about how inspiring that story actually was. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait until we have that Halloween episode. That's going to be a good episode, honestly. We have about another 20 minutes left in this show. And when I come back, I'm going to tell you a little secret, a little story I found that has been very inspiring to me. I even told it to my own brother not too long ago. I will tell you about the story when we come back right after this.
Just like they were mine. See me crying underneath this full queen of mine. So you wanna break me?
And here, I think we lost. Wait, it was the headphones. Don't worry about that. I'll get that. Whoops. No, and the thing was, the cat did nothing wrong, honestly. He did nothing wrong, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a story I wanted to tell you. Thursday and Friday night, I heard a story on a program called Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. He was on a search and did a live ghost hunting story about the Zodiac Killer. From Portland, Oregon, where he does his shows. Did a remote broadcast in California. In the office where they thought the Zodiac Killer was alive. And I thought that was one of the most intriguing 2-day stories of any radio broadcast, talk show radio, ever. Clyde Lewis, I want you to know I listened to both nights of that radio show. Very intriguing concept. You nailed it, man. Even when you played it back, all the edited parts that you played back during that show, I heard everything about that, and it was just absolutely amazing. So props to Clyde Lewis and the Ground Zero team. Props to all the ghost hunters that helped him in that quest to find out who the Zodiac Killer was. I thought that was the most amazing 2-day story I've heard in a long time in my life. That's something to stir up for Halloween. If anybody can't accept that, then I don't know what to say. I wish I can be as high as most of these guys out there, as Clyde Lewis, Glenn Beck, all those guys out there. To be on national radio every single day, 5 days a week, that would be the most amazing thing possible. But for right now, I'm doing what I have to do. And I will say again, thank you, Clyde Lewis, for doing what you did. The Zodiac Killer is one of the most famous killers in our country. And to be honest with the both of you, one of the most famous killers that have never been caught in our nation's history. So there you have it.
Could be considered famous.
Say it one more time.
I said it could be funny how someone that goes on a killing spree can be so famous.
Well, imagine this for a second. Imagine that you went on a killing spree this whole entire time and have not been able to find who the killer actually was. That's why they went ghost hunting to begin with. How do you answer that?
I just think it's stupid.
Okay. Now, if I would tell you this in all fairness, if you actually went there and listened to the actual story for both of those days that they were doing that live, I don't think you think it would be that stupid. All right. All right. No, it's fine.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it's fine and dandy. Well, there's notorious killers all across the world.
Yeah, but I don't care about across the world.
You just care about here, right? Well, what the hell do you think the Zodiac Killer was? He was right here in our country, in California, man.
Well, they need to be better at catching people then.
Better at catching killers. What if this guy sat there and called into radio shows, talk radio shows, all across the country for a long period of time? I hope. You know what? If a Zodiac Killer is alive, I hope he does get Josh. Yes, there you go. What the fuck? What?
Why the fuck would you want him to get me?
Just kidding. Maybe on a Hollywood show. Stop that again. Halloween show. I will tell you why the Zodiac Killer should get Josh.
Hey, that's bullshit.
Maybe not bullshit. But the 2 shows I have heard from him They sat in the Zodiac. Well, okay. I'll say this in all fairness. They were sitting inside of what they believe is a Zodiac killer's office in California. His show was in Portland, Oregon. Came all the way to California to the man's office, thinking that, hey, this is where he died. This was his office. That's where he did. Did a entire research of his quest. They were asking him questions. They had him live on the air, asking him questions. How many people do you think he killed, Josh?
I don't pay attention to TV.
Take it. Okay, I'll at least say this to you. It's between 1 and 10.
1 in 10. I would say more than 10 if he was a serial killer.
No. Well, at least on the show. Okay, what was that?
7.
7 is the correct answer. He said on his show that he killed 7 people in his time while he was still alive. This is a guy who goes back 20 plus, I'll say between 20 and 25 years ago. Interesting man. The Zodiac Killer. Maybe Josh will be his next victim. Maybe he'll rise from the dead and come out and get him out of nowhere. Josh, don't keep no sticks in your ass. Because you never know, the Zodiac Killer might come and get you.
Well, you guys are going to be down a singer then.
We'll be down a singer then. Corey says singers are replaceable. Guys, let me ask you this question real fast. What song do we have requested next?
Wait, what?
What song would you like to hear next on our program? You said Amon Amarth, or would you like to play something from a brand new Soulfly album here? It's called The Savages. Well, Josh says he hasn't really heard much from the album itself. I have not heard anything from his album. All I know is that his stepson plays drums for the album. Okay. All right. How old is he? Yeah, Zion. 19 years old. God damn, I'm 30 and I'm a drummer. So imagine this kid at 19 years old and what he can honestly do. That's crazy, man. Let's take a look at the album cover here as it's being handed to me. First time I've seen this in person. If I had to pick a song from this, let's go ahead and pick the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla. Is that a good song?
What song is it?
It's a number 4 on the chart.
They were all good. I've heard up to KCS. So yeah, that one.
Let's go ahead and pick number 4. This is from a brand new Soulfly album, ladies and gentlemen. This is by Nuclear Blast out. Oh, wow, they're no longer on Roadrunner, huh? So they're on Nuclear Blast Nuclear Blast Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. This is Soulfly. This is going to be the song number 4 from a brand new album, Savages. It's called Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla. We'll be right back.
On both banks of the river, red obsidian, heavy smoke, leather slings, feathered arrows, many deities carried off in ropes, big drums, small wages, cold daggers, lambs, the sudden shifting, at the sudden shifting of the sands.
Fear and loathing, hide away burning. We come to sculpt our souls. Drink, warfare, demolition. Unleash the thoughts of war. Feeling death and suicide machine. Animal waste and killing disease. Hell on earth, I'm in flames. The world is burning. The sky is falling. Ayatollah of rock and roller. Ayatollah of rock and roller. Fair crusaders round the land, hearts of wind, lungs of sand, be rejected. Suicide machine, animal wasting, killing disease. Ayatollah of rock and roller. Ayatollah of rock and roller. Ayatollah. Sanctuary parties, looting and killing, killing and screaming. Partnership coming, brainwashing, death dealing. Pain inflicting, terror bringing, devils breathing. Face slashing, bomb blasting, thunder roaring. Fair crusaders round the land, hearts of wind, lungs of sand. I am infected, nuclear head, follow me to the end. I was rejected, Jews rejected, human flesh I ate. Be rejected. Suicide machine, animal wasting, killing disease. Ayatollah of rock and roller. Ayatollah of rock and roller.
The stars quicken westward. The broken beast charges away. Speaking of the angels, that many years ago fell upon the plain. Covenant, vengeance, the mortality of men. Another day at the doorstep, begging mercy before the palace of the jinn.
Ladies and gentlemen, one thing I do want to say today that was really cool, I just looked on my Facebook page here. I want to say happy birthday live to Corey's man, my man, the man from Escherbach, Neil Carmichael. Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday. All the blessings and wishes to you. A good happy birthday to you, sir. Boy, do I miss your band, Escherbach. I really do. It was a featured band on last week's show. So God bless him. If anybody has a chance, say happy birthday to Mr. Neil Carmichael. Good man. Very good man. The teacher of this man over here to the right. Mr. Corey Smith! Yes, you're being taught by him. Happy birthday, Neil, from all of us here at the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say this as we are coming close to the end of the show. A lot of crazy stuff has happened. Shut up, quit laughing, fart knocker. Anyhow, a lot of crazy stuff has happened. But just remember this, as far as I'm concerned, please stay true to yourself. Be who you are. That's what the whole point of the show is being about. Be about yourself. If you're going to be a singer, if you're going to be a guitarist, if you're going to be a drummer, or if you're going to be a guy like Neil Carmichael, please be what you're meant to be. And he just had a kid not too long ago, to be honest with you. So I say again, Neil Carmichael, you're a very good man. Sarah Emma Gangley, you're a very good woman for what you did tonight for our community. And we have a big beep beep. What the fuck was that? That's a piano? Oh God. Sarah, I apologize, and Neil, I apologize, but this asshole behind me is playing a piano on a fucking Amazon Kindle of all things. Can you believe that? Thank you. Thank you. Please take that thing out of here. I don't even want to hear that. Go play piano on your own time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this as far as I'm concerned. Please, please, please be in great effect for our Halloween show that's coming up here in the next couple of weeks. It's only a couple of weeks around. Kids are going to go around trick-or-treating. And I'll tell you a little story about trick-or-treating here for a second. When I was trick-or-treating back in the day, when I was a kid, we went out for all hours of the night. How old do you think I am?
30.
Okay, you said I sound old. Why?
Because you're making you sound like you're 70 or 80.
Back in my day, when we used to go trick-or-treating, we used to stay out all night and shit.
Anyhow. What these idiots don't realize is that we were out all night. It was awesome. It was an adventure to go out and get candy. And at 5 to 7, what the hell kind of Halloween trick-or-treating is that? Seriously. Well, I'd rather show up with a fucking cane, go out all night and trick or treating, to not show up at all and just be like, okay, 2 hours. Well, you better go trick or treating. You know. I'd rather have a. That's crazy.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Fuck you guys. No candy.
Yeah. Well, what if? Yeah, is that
Then they had to resort to the old man in the white van.
old man in the white van? We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go to the old man in the white van. But I will say, back in my day, trick or treating was awesome because we went out all night long. It's not no 5 to 7, stop here, and the world has changed a lot since then. No, what you guys don't realize is the world has changed a lot since then. There's a lot of gay ass perverts out there that cause a lot of shit. Josh's friends. Greg is. Don't call him out. He's not. That's not fair. That's not fair to call him out like that. Ladies and gentlemen, all I'm basically saying is this: when I was a teenager and we went out to trick or treating, it was not like what these doofuses over here and their generation. No, stop! Because your generation had no idea the type of generation we had, and even generations further back than that. Honest to God, No, you're not. How old are you, sir?
I'm 20, but still.
How old are you, sir?
But you're technically
15.
our generation.
20 and 15. Well, seriously though, 10 years. Stop. Wait. 10 years has a lot to say about my generation of trick or treating and your generation of trick or treating.
Yeah, because people got high in your generation.
Well, no, not that. If you want to go, let's go back about 20, 30 years. They got high in their generations to go trick or treating. But as far as I'm concerned, when we went out trick or treating, I always had immense amount of fun. Now let me ask you both. Hold on, stop. Let me ask you both here for a second. When you guys went out trick or treating, how long did you guys go trick or treating out for? Bullshit. You. Sir, you guys, even if you did, sir, you guys only went out for a couple of hours, and that was it.
Well, yeah, that's true, but hell, my mom didn't let me do it.
On top of that, regardless if your mom did it or not, I'll say this: my mom did, sir, and we went out all night long. So before you call me an old fart and I should be walking with a cane and all this and all that, let me tell you that, in that sense, I went out walking out all night long for candy. We would have bags and bags and bags to your one full bag of candy. What the hell was that? What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Now they can't even answer the goddamn question. Isn't that crazy? So enjoy your trick-or-treating this year. Even if it's only 2 hours long, get what you can out of it. It's sad that people are so crazy and people snatch people up and people are trap little kids in houses and cages. No, it's the truth. Let's be honest to God. It's not even, it's just generally saying there's too many crazy people out there, and honest to God, if people were just fucking okay, trick-or-treating will still be the same to this day. But times have changed, and what are you going to do about that, honestly? So, what are you going to do about that? Trick-or-treating is just not the same as it used to be, and I wish it was. No, it's not. It's really not the same as it used to be. Your finger's getting redder. Oh, here's a good story tonight. I almost had a seizure tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ah! Oh, God, I'm going to die. Ah! But anyhow, here's the story. Playing 31 is the card game. Anybody knows that game knows exactly what I'm talking about. I have Josh sitting next to me. I honest to God, at this point, I was just enjoying myself, drinking, having a decent time, and this guy next to me here puts his finger in a goddamn chair, gets it stuck. So I'm freaking out. They're like, pull the chair up, please pull the chair up. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm having a fucking seizure trying to help this guy out. I don't even know what to do to myself. I'm just like, oh God, am I supposed to pull the chair forward or pull it out. Where did you get your seriously, sir? Where did you get your finger stuck in that thing?
In the part where the I don't know what to call it. The area where when you unfold it and it pinches down to connect to the back.
So while I'm trying to help you out, I'm thinking everybody's saying pull out. I'm thinking pull out. Wow, that's what she said. That's what she said, right?
You know the funny thing, Brandon, is how everybody else was flipping out when I was calm.
Yeah. Yeah, true that. I'll give you that. But instead of pulling out, I had to pull in. So I'm sitting there freaking out, seizuring. Everybody's laughing at me like the whole hand gesture. It was funny. Everybody could always see what has happened tonight. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, I help this guy out. So I'm pulling the chair in. I see this guy's, is it your middle finger? It's a ring finger, actually. It's a ring finger, and it's this fucking purplest Barney dinosaur, man. Serious to God, purple as Barney dinosaur. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, God damn, your nail is gonna fall off. But it was either pull in or pull out. No matter what she said, that's what it is. No matter what she said, that's what it is. And I had to help Josh out tonight. It was the first game of 31. I won that game, and we played a second game, and my brother won that game. Because you guys suck. You guys can't play 31. You guys suck, man.
I took you all with me. I took you all with me.
Anyhow, I won the first game. My brother won the second game. That's amazing. So, Josh, I'm glad I could help you out. Didn't mean to have a seizure while trying to help you. Oh, God, Josh, what are you doing to yourself? I think your arms in the... Ah!
The dog's attacking you while you're in the process.
Yeah, the dog was attacking me. A dog that hates me, man. It's crazy, man.
The guy that's gonna fall on the ground with a seizure.
I think I was gonna fall on the ground to seizure because your ass has got your fucking finger goddamn stuck in the chair.
It wasn't on purpose.
I know, but just saying, how the hell am I supposed to react? They're like, Brandon, help him, pull his finger out. What? Am I pulling in or am I pulling out, man?
I was looking for my penny.
Over a fucking penny. I cannot stand this. You guys are driving me nuts. Because goddamn, at least all this, I'm glad I helped you, sir.
I'm glad too, because I couldn't figure out how to open that damn chair.
Because we're all Polish, and that's why. We're Polish and we cannot help it. That's just what happens in that case. Let's see. No, that's getting pretty purple, pal. Purple is my mom's favorite color, pal. Just to put it out that way to you. So, anybody out there who wants to take a rough guess, is ring finger is purple. Nail is purple, actually. So, my bet to everybody out there is, do you think that Josh's nail is going to fall off, or do you think it's going to stay?
It's gonna fall off.
I think it's going to fall off. How about you?
My nail's as tough as me. It's gonna stay.
Well, let's see if it's about as tough as you are.
Correct that. It's as stubborn as me. It's gonna stay.
Unbelievable. I don't think it's going to stay. It's so fucking purple. It's about as if Barney had a dick. It's that fucking purple right now. Now you know when you watch the cartoon, now you know Barney does not have a dick. Okay? So imagine if Barney had a dick for a second if it was purple. As purple as his goddamn finger. So imagine you've had a hole at the end of your finger. It's a purple fucking dick, pal.
Thanks for putting that image in my head now.
Purple dick Josh. Yeah, it's gonna, unbelievable shit. So, again, my guess is I think Josh's fingernail is about as purple as Barney's dick. I think it's gonna fall off. So, Josh, your nail falls off. Me and probably, I want to say this. Sorry, not to interrupt your purple dick. We're gonna wrap it up here. Just shut up. We're gonna wrap it up here. Oh well, if you're, yeah, you can wrap that up.
I want to keep I'm not gonna want to keep it from getting infected. So.
Sure, you don't want a fucking purple dick turning black. God, I'm sitting there farting in my chair. It's so funny. That's what smells. I've been trying to tell you. I had biscuits and gravy for dinner tonight, guys. So it smells like sage sausage. Not yet. Here you go. Back to the crowd. Back to the crowd. That's what you guys get for even discussing that with me. Sometimes sausage just when you fart, what are you gonna do? So this is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very interesting night. This is a 2-week show we put together in the process, just to let you guys know. I had very fun doing this show. It's great. Halloween show is coming up here in a couple of weeks from now. Mr. Corey is going to be on the he's learning the head of the table here because Mr. ADD over here doesn't know what he's doing.
I gotta go to work.
And yes, if you want Josh to save your life, he will save your life. But the only thing is, here's the only thing I disagree with. If you're a security guard at this time and age, you should be able to have at least the right to carry a gun. True or false?
True, but I don't get shit. And plus, I'm Polish, so they wouldn't trust me with the gun.
Well, that's a stereotype again. Listen to this guy and his stereotypes.
Hey, my teacher in automotive didn't even let me use a gasket scraper because he thought I was going to cut myself.
That's pretty sad. Woo! We're going to take our break here one more time. We're going to have a couple of breaks here. We're going to play the next song here for you. We'll be right back right after this. welcome back. That was Subscribe. They're from Hungary, the country Hungary in Europe. I was about to say England. Wow. Wow, there's a lot of church wine, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank Franzia, Merlot. You guys make wonderful wine. Thank you for this opportunity to sit here and finish off this 2-week show with you guys. All I want to say is this, is that you guys have been wonderful for me. Last 2 weeks now, I've had nearly 20 hits per show. Let's make that a little bit bigger this time. Give this show a chance, because in the long run, I have a lot of good plans for this show. I'm going to help out a lot of people when it comes down to it. I'm going to help out. I hope to get a lot of decent interviews here in the next few months with a lot of different people. A lot of interesting people that will blow your head off when you know about them. So, thank God to the church wine. And I raise my glass to everybody out there, no matter if you're good or not. No matter if you're good or not. Everybody has a good part of them. You just got to see it come out of you. That's all. As far as I'm concerned, I raise my Catholic church wine to everybody out there. This is Merlot. This is a great wine. And now I have my brother's cat joining me. Come here, buddy. Come here. Say hi to everybody. This is Mr. Tigger. I think he should be Garfield, but this is Tigger. How you doing, Tigger? Well, you're about to scratch the shit out of me here. How you doing, bud? Yeah, he's on my lap here. So I'll say this on all parts. Thank you for checking into this show every week. Thank you for checking me out. This is what my life is all about. I enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy being on a microphone, and I enjoy doing everything I can for the world community, not just the local community, but around the fucking world. This show is being broadcast live around the world, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I don't care if you think I'm stupid. Whatever. As far as I'm concerned, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all the support you're giving me up to this point. Thank you very much. My friends, my family, everybody that's involved in this. Everybody that's been listening to the show week by week. Thank you very much for giving me a chance. Thank you very much. Thank you. So as I take a sip of this gracious Catholic girl school wine, and I hear people screaming outside the studio here, "Eh! Eh! Eh!" Right. I'll leave you with this. Please do not forget about our Halloween episode. I can't wait to scare the shit out of you, because you're going to be part of that show. Mr. ADD here is not going to be a part of that show. That's okay. That's fine. Go ahead and be your Halloween costume of a security guard. Yeah, Halloween every day for Josh. You're right. But for me, I'm going to have a good episode. I hope I have some good people on it. And as far as like people who call into the show, people I can reach out to. Tell me about your crazy stories. I've heard many crazy stories from a lot of people in my life. A lot of crazy stories. I've heard all kinds of stuff. And I thank you for that. Thank you for sharing those times with me, honestly. That makes me feel a lot better about things. I can say this in all fairness. I'll use this as my monologue on the way out. I'll say this. Anybody who has the balls to do things, if it's music, if it's art and dance, if it's poetry, if it's any reason to get in front of a microphone and speak what you have to speak, I appreciate that of you. It's not easy to do what I'm doing. It's not easy to be a comedian. It's not easy to be a dancer. It's not easy to be this or that out there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So all you can do is be bold, have some fucking nuts, and perform what you can. Sorry. Perform what you can. Be bold. Do what you have to do. Life only happens once. Consequences only happen once. No matter what the consequences, enjoy your life for what it is and believe in what you do. Please believe in what you do. Screw it after a while. Nobody has to back you down. Nobody has to treat you wrong. And nobody has to sit there and tell you, oh, well, you can't do it. You're not good at that. You're not good at guitar. You're not good at vocals. I'm not good at drums. Whoever's not good at something, you suck. Fuck you. You're not worth it. Don't listen to them. Do not listen to that. Do not listen to negativity at all. It's not worth it. Be bold. Be who you are. There's a lot of great people who've done a lot of great things over this weekend that I have read all over the Facebook world over the weekend. And thank you for what you do. It's highly inspiring, and it's helping me out to be who I am as an individual. And it should really teach everybody out there who they are as an individual. I've seen people who have been high as life is going out there and facing a 1,000 people crowd. I've seen people who have been dying near death, taking prescription drugs and killing themselves, and coming back to life and being something. Don't judge. Don't judge anybody. Judgment is a very personal thing. Judgment is a very crucial thing. Do not put up with that in your life. Do not put up with judgment. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own purpose. Do not be an ass. Give them a chance. Because you never know. At that point, you might learn something that you or I or anybody else never even knew at that point. So I'll leave it with this. I thank you again for everybody who's given me a chance. Everybody who's checking me out and giving me a chance to. It's amazing. In the last 2 shows, I had 40 views. A lot of people out there do the stupidest fucking things on YouTube and get millions of fucking hits. It's amazing. I'm going to be pure about this entire show. I'm not going to go out of my abstract to be something I'm not. I'm going to be purely who I am as a person. I'm not going to sit here and act like something I'm not. This show is to be provided for people who understand where I am coming from as a person. This is about metal music. This is about graciousness. This is about being free and alive as a person. This is not about being anybody who is judgmental, separated from the world, or have no idea what you're really talking about. I don't have time for that. Seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank Corey Smith. I want to thank Joshua Wantuck. You dick?
What?
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you with this last and final song. Josh, the band is what?
Salvation of the Shattered.
And the song is called
Fade Away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on Halloween. Have a good night, and thank you. Have a good night.
Everything, the blood of the lost is on your hand. Until you've lost it and you're conquered. The lies you set to be true have shattered. Now the time comes for you to burn away. And will follow from you as you get drowned. Will you put your form in one straight third? For the life you lived in, till you break your end. Rocket leap up All